New insight today into a judge's decision to release the second defendant in the so-called Slender Man trial from a mental health institution.
That decision on Thursday to free Morgan Geyser had a lot of you taking to our Facebook page.
We saw comments like 40 years to life, it is barely 10 years. And if she's mentally stable, she should be going and serving time in jail.
Our Waukesha County reporter Rebecca Clough went to experts to explain the complexities of this case.
More than a decade ago, Morgan Geyser was found not guilty due to mental disease or defect and committed to a mental health facility. Those exact words are why a legal expert says Morgan Geyser's case looks much different than most criminal cases.
To me, in order to be able to really adequately be, if you will, to the extent somebody can be rehabilitated, they have to be able to exist in the community somehow.
With that, a judge agreed to release Morgan Geyser into a group home following her commitment to a mental health facility. In 2014, Geyser stabbed her then classmate, Peyton Lautner, 19 times, nearly killing her. At the time, doctors say Geyser was hearing voices and couldn't tell what was real and fake. That eventually led to her being placed in a mental health facility.
When the jury found her not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect, she wasn't technically sentenced, she was committed at that point. So it's a little bit of a different terminology.
But many people wondered if she was given a 40-year commitment, why was Geyser being released?
So when you're committed, you are not assumed to serve the entire time in custody. The goal when you're under a mental health case is for release. The goal is to try to rehabilitate, treat the underlying mental health issue, and to try to get the person back to a point where they're safe to return to the community.
Yesterday, we never heard from Geyser, but her attorney read a statement she wrote to a doctor on how she's ready to do just that.
I acknowledge and understand the gravity of my past actions. Nothing will undo what I did to get here. I can only try in the present and future to do better things.
The state now has 60 days to find a group home for Morgan Geyser and present that option to the judge. In Waukesha, Rebecca Clough, TMJ4 News.
Rebecca is your Waukesha County reporter covering the stories that matter to you. If you have an idea, send her an email. That's hers right there on your screen.